Hey guys, it's Lachette from Scarlet Moon Creations, and I'm back with the final two games of the first round of Tarot March Madness. This was created by Crescent Dreams Tarot. Go check out their videos. If you have not voted and you want to, do check out the community post or post tab on my channel to vote to see who you think will win, and then we'll find out. This is game 15 and 7 and 8 of the Sweet 16 grouping, round 1. Our last 4 decks. Let's do this. Tarot March Madness. Spoilers for previous games and winners, FYI. Okay, our next decks are the Soul Trees Oracle cards and the Universal Goddess Tarot. Soul Trees Oracle cards are an indie deck created by Allison Williams Yee. It's an intuitive oracle deck, and it's not super old, but medium old, I don't know. It's an older deck in my collection that I have not used as often anymore. Then the Universal Goddess Tarot is even older than the Soul Trees Oracle deck. Much older. One of the oldest. This is a little Scarlet deck. I believe this is a really nice velvet bag that is finally losing its luster, its velvetyness. Yeah, little Scarlet deck, and it's got goddess images all over it. The cards themselves fared a lot better than this box, but I'm grateful the box existed because it took most of the damage. So, yes, I don't use this deck really at all. I'm trying to force myself to. I bought it for the goddesses and then promptly didn't use it. What that was about. So first up, cardstock and shuffleability. The cards are pretty flexible in the Soul Trees Oracle. It's got the shiny coating or whatever, so they're nice and slippy. This is a lot of cards. They're fairly thin, not the thinnest I've had so far. 80 cards. This is a hefty oracle deck, and that is the issue. I think it's slightly larger than an average tarot card size. Ooh, these are thick. They've bowed in the opposite direction, so that makes it a little harder. Yeah, they stitch it. This is a little easier. But 80 cards is a lot to shuffle. Overhand, very nice. Like I said, very slippy. Then these Universal Goddess cards, pretty flexible, or maybe even more flexible. Yeah, these are thinner than the Soul Trees and smaller. Oh, they're the same height? No. Wait, are they? They are the same height. It's just slightly thinner. Typical of that time. Let's shuffle. Oh, I can already, they bend a lot. They're more flexible, so they bend a lot easier into the riffle and the overhang. It's not quite as glossy as the Soul Trees, but they do swish quite nicely against each other. So I'm giving it to the Universal Goddess Tarot for that first match. Okay, let's see what my favorite cards are in the Soul Trees Oracles. I'm gonna count them out and then get back to you and show them. Okay, so I think this is the most cards I've put in the not my favorite pile. 22 out of the 80. And honestly, it's because this is an issue I have with this deck. It's, an intuitive reader. A lot of the colors that are used are not, they don't make sense to me. Several of the choices of what type of tree don't fit the keywords, and even after all this time, it just doesn't. I could see this a little bit. Also, several of the cards feel redundant in this deck. There are chakra cards and then these interpretive cards, and then they're so similar, I'm not sure. Something about this feels right, like a phone tree, or not a phone tree, but telephone lines. Love being, red and green. The chakra cards are all great. This, new baby transitioning to spring. You look like a dead tree, but you got all these cute flowers around you. Intuition makes sense. This, I feel like a kid colored with crayons. I feel there's a sense of adventure here with... Sorry, I keep bumping into the camera now. Healing in the heart. Transformation. Don't know how this tree is transforming, but it's transforming. And then here's new path emerged that looks very similar to the Earth card. Maybe just in a different time of life. I love this. I think this is the only tree in this style. Inner power. Kind of a stretch. Compassion. Yes, the greens and pinks make sense. Mystery. Renewal. And a spring expansion. This is going out. Create. Something about this fits 100%, and maybe it's just orange being the creative color. Now I think about it. Treat yourself. Psychic knowing. This feels like new lines on the brain. Oh, excuse me, I had to yawn. Tranquility, that looks like it. Possibilities, yes. Stuck, definitely feeling that one. Strength, this is a little bit of a stretch, but I see it. Initiative, I love 7. This feels like a party time, like a bunch of people with party hats on, so it might be a kid's celebration. Here's Earth. Oh, that other one wasn't the Earth card. Release. Into the ground, I'm assuming. Gratitude, I love this. Change. Oh, abundance, love that. It looks very similar to the... Oh god, I forgot the name already. That's just gorgeous. Definitely. I love the way that looks. To be honest, I think... Yeah, I like the integration card. Some of these should be gone in the other pile, but it's fine the way it is for now. Unless somehow we get really close, and I will definitely come back and be like, yeah. I said that, but... Okay, so let me go through and see what my favorites are of the Universal Goddess Tarot. Okay, so out of all of the cards, only these 12 were in the not favorite category. And mostly that's just because of a lot of these themes kind of seem boring. One thing about this deck that I do like is that most of the scenes are not copying, the figures doing the same thing as the Rider-Waite-Smith cards. It is diverse in cultures and whatnot, and you can take that with you how you want. This is an older little Scarlet deck, and yeah, I love the age diversity, though I feel like it's not too great as far as visually appealing. And this one character seems to pop up several times, even though each card is supposed to be a different goddess. But that's neither here nor there. It is a very much visually appealing deck, and I think nothing else this artist did a great job with the facial expressions, but they also did a great job with all of, like, everyone feels in movement. Nothing feels static to me with any of these cards. And I just have to get past the thought process, or the thought that, you know, oh, I have to know the goddesses. Do they fit? After all this time, I know most of them pretty well, and I think they do fit. Some of the Eurocentric ones seem really meh, just because, you know, I've been raised in the U.S. We get a lot of that shoved down our throats, which is fine. European deities, I mean. But I love this card. I love her dress. Nike out here killing it. Yeah, I love the scenes. This is that are depicted, because I think they fit well. There's just, you know, a couple stylistic choices, and that was really pushing it. Though I will say, for a second there, I was putting a lot on the don't like pile, and I was thinking, oh, that's not good. Well, you know what that means. This second challenge is also won by the Universal Goddess Tarot. There's only a 2-card difference between these decks. So, Universal Goddess is going on to be the Elite 8. Guys, we're going to be right back for the last match from the last 2 decks. I'll see you there. Okay guys, I'm here with the last 2 decks in my Sweet 16 face-off games for the Tarot March Madness tag. There's more matches. This is tournament style, but this is the last of the first round. And we are here. Oh, that's why it's giving me problems. Spoilers for the previous rounds if you haven't seen them. Go vote if you haven't yet for these 2 decks to see if who you think will win and if that's what actually happens. So yeah, let's talk about these 2 decks. It's the Good Tarot versus the Illustrated Herbiary. Fascinating. Very fascinating. So, the Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed is not super old in my collection, but it's not really new. I don't really use it. I use it for affirmations because that's what's in the guidebook. Kind of mantras, affirmations for each card, not like a card meaning, though you can extrapolate from those. yeah, the imagery, though beautiful, doesn't really go with what's in the guidebook at all for any card. So, it's not that the information, like, there, I don't know. Okay, it's just not the best put together art and guidebook content wise. Not the worst. That Buffy is definitely worse. And then we have the Illustrated Herbiary, which is one of my newer decks. Now I actually have two versions of this. I'm using the newest one. This is by Maya Tall. This I put in 10th place, while the Good Tarot's in 4th place in rankings from Amazon, because this deck is not ranked in tarot or fortune telling like any of the other decks, but in self-help and gardening. And in gardening, it's number 7 on Amazon's bestseller list. So do with that information what you will. This collectible box edition has the same guidebook, but the cards are bigger and sturdier quality than the other edition that I had, which was like paper. That would have been interesting. I might sub it in later. We don't know. Make something interesting happen. So these are both large cards. These are large for my hands. I only have one other deck that's bigger, and I was able to mod it to make it smaller. But even then, I'm sorry for hitting the camera, these cards are super thick. I think of them like cardboard. When you pull one, it doesn't seem too bad, right? It's flexible. When I'm holding it, it doesn't feel like it would bend that much. But then when you get 78 of these, you realize the thickness. Just try to shuffle. I honestly usually overhand shuffle because this is a workout. It's ridiculous. I know some people do that side riffle thing. I've never gotten the hang of it. You notice I don't do a bridge because I've never gotten the hang of that. That was painful and pitiful. So yeah. Now these are, maybe they're similar cardstock. I thought they were gonna be okay. I think they are similar cardstock. This is shorter and whiter than the Good Tarot, the Illustrated Herbiary cards, and they have gold foiling on the edges, which I think makes cards different. And I've never shuffled these. So, that literally. They don't want to bend. Like, these are less flexible. So. But having less cards makes it not so bad. But wow. I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I think the Good Tarot is the better shuffler. That is the worst shuffling deck in my collection. I think over time this will get better, though like this still has a curve in it. That's wild. That's wild. I never expected. I didn't do an overhand, and I do that most often with if it's a deck this size. And this overhand's okay. Right, they're still new and a little stuck to each other. But that's when you have brand new and ones you've never used before. Overhand shuffle with this. The Good Tarot is nice. I just gotta be cognizant of how many cards I have in my hand. But okay, I totally unexpected. The Good Tarot won that. Let's go to the next match. Okay, so these are two beautiful decks. Let's see what my favorite cards are from the Good Tarot. I'll be right back and let you know. Okay, that took longer because I'm tired. Um, 16 cards, and yeah. I'm not explaining my issues with this deck very well. There's beautiful art, and it's not like an attempt wasn't made to have the images fit the card they're representing. It's just a little bit harder. This feels very aesthetic, and yeah, and then you get random stuff like that. I love all the courts and the major arcanas. This is beautiful. This took a couple of minutes to think about. The thing is, the Good Tarot's aim is to be positive, and so also doing that in the imagery is a little harder. And then I feel like there's a little bit too much filters and textures on it, so some things you can't see very well. I get the celebration aspect of this. I love this Hangman. Love this Queen of Earth. Nine of Water. Nine of Cups. And then you just got random stuff that seemingly makes no sense. Nine of Air. She is badass. I feel like I know her. Like, it's some actress I'm aware of, but didn't do much about. See, like this, it's really hard to see the two birds with everything. Seven of Waters. I love this Six of Air. I kind of often think about this card. Reminds me of Treasure Island too. Magician. So these two cards, this is the card I think of when I think of this deck because of the green probably, but he looks like Santa Claus. And then this card I know a lot of people apparently did not like because it's only like random bit of statuary, like actual statuary, Buddha for reasons we don't understand. This takes a second to really get, but once you get it, you get it. I think the courts are basically about the stages of life. So it is diverse in that way, though I don't really see too many older people outside of the court cards. Better than I like. This has gotten oil spilled on it, so it looks darker than it originally was. But I do like this card. And this one takes a while to really get, but it's beautiful. They're all beautiful. The Hermit. Love. That was a choice, even though the Strength card is very similar. Instead of Judgment, it's the Call. Yes. Like I said, I truly believe the court cards really shine in this deck. And yeah, there's a Strength card. So that was how many? 62 that I liked from the Good Tarot. Let's see about the Illustrated Herbiary. Okay, I love the images on these cards. I honestly didn't expect to come back with any, but being honest with myself, I have 3. Out of 36 that didn't make it to the favorites pile. And that's okay. It was just, not that the images weren't beautiful, and I feel like the plants were well represented, but each one has also a keyword and other symbols on it. And, looking to see if all of that ties together in my eyes. I have looked at these cards before. Like I said, the images are the same as in the original version, which has smaller, flimsier cardstock. So yeah, I've seen these images before, and I've done a little bit with these cards, but having bigger cards makes it easier to pick out the details. And the three that I put to the side, I'm not sure why those keywords go with those plants, or those herbs. So that's why they didn't quite make the cut. It wasn't clear cut without the guidebook. And having looked at the guidebook, which is the exact same as the other version, I'm sure it is thoroughly explained. I just don't know what that is right now. Just beautiful artwork, beautiful imagery, beautiful symbology. Like I love this, the gauntlets around this pocket full of yarrow, ball of yarrow. Heart's home for Hawthorne with like the homeland bit kind of in the background. I love this for chickweed. I need to go get some oats. Just be. This is so tranquil. It's unbelievable. Tap your resources with burdock. So that makes it so this, the Illustrated Herbiary, wins this round. So we go into the 3-card pull for these 3-card readings, and we'll see if I can fit it all on my screen. And as a reminder, the reading we're using is issue Don't Do This, Do This. Okay, here we go. For the good tarot, the issue is Justice. Might as well bring it down here. They're not going to both fit on the screen. The Don't Do, Page of Air. And Do This, 9 of Air. Okay, so Air is Swords. Justice is the issue. Things. Page of Air. Page of Swords is definitely feeling messenger-like. And then the 9 of Air, the 9 of Swords. Ooh, that's not usually a good card. But we're talking about the good tarot here. So, like, don't go getting all biblical about it. Listen to all those voices. I don't know. The 9 of Swords is not usually a a card I see as nice. So let's look at the guidebook. Oh, that's water. Oh. Negative self-talk to self-compassion, from fear to possibility to a call to faith. Okay, in the Page of Air, I should do this on the screen so you guys can see me. New ideas, a theory, not yet proven, curiosity, new focus. So not something new, also not like letting fear get the best of you. And Justice is karma. Ooh, the law, cause and effect is in play now as I see elements of my life balance out. What goes around comes around. I don't quite understand that. Maybe I'm not awake enough to do so, though. Alright, let's pull the issue Don't Do from the Illustrated Herbiary. Not really built for this either, but I think it can come through. It has some good keywords. Okay, the issue from the Illustrated Herbiary, if I can get it separated. Starflower, Finding Grace. Oh dear. Yeah, that would be an issue. Let's move the box so we have more space. The Don't Do is Mullen Integration. Oh, Don't Do Integration, Finding Grace. And the Do, Clear the Way with White Sage. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check the book on these as well. From what I remember about, oh no, I was thinking about Passion Flower. I don't know anything about Starflowers. Finding Grace. Grace is one of those things that I'm not sure about. Okay, so here's the guidebook. Some call this plant by her more common name, borage. Oh, yes. Starflower shares a timeless philosophy with these legends of the silver screen. Grace isn't something you keep to yourself. Grace, Starflower knows, is a gift you give over and over to the world around you. You're thoughtful, caring, true. Grace develops a patina over time, becoming wisdom. How can you let a little more grace into your life? Okay. We all have gifts, share them. And then Mullen peers integration when she's needed and has trouble staying where she's not. Yes. Because she has a penchant for moving about. Over the years, she's learned quite a bit, making her wise guide on any journey. Mullen brings multifaceted understanding into alignment with each other, easily building intellectual bridges between seemingly disparate and disjointed things, because her gift is seeing the structure of the whole. Okay, so the spider web kind of gave that away for me. That's what we don't want to do. We don't want to integrate everything, though. So white sage is usually used for like cleansing and clearing. Clear the way. Life can be sticky. Members of the Sage clan have been used in a multitude of cultures for clearing the invisible wisps of energy that cling barnacle-like to people and places. Whether you think of those energies as your own spent emotions or leftover emanations of someone else's. Sage's appearance tells you that a block needs to be cleared so you can move forward. Okay, so to move forward with grace, offer gifts. Don't worry about like integrating multiple things. Like there's a block, clear it up. That makes sense. I mean, the top one makes sense as well. You know, like finding balance. Like I said, not in being going biblical, as it were, or starting something new, finding new messages or whatever have you. This card is not really making a lot of sense to me. This avoiding the negative self-talk. I feel like they're pretty even, so I had to look at the guidebook for both. The sudden death tiebreaker is to pull a card from the bottom of the deck and see what you get. And so that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so the Good Tarot, the Queen of Earth. I love this card so much. She is beautiful. Okay. And then the Illustrated Herbiary. I'm just picking it up and turning them over. Elderberry. Also, I love cyclicality. Let's say these clarify the readings they already did. Maybe. So, like I said, balance and avoid doing whatever's happening there and to, you'll probably be grounded and confident in yourself and body. as far as these guys go, with the to have grace, don't worry about the integration, intersectionality. You want to clear blocks, and elderberry is usually like very much about healing and boosting the immune system. All parts of the plants, or not all parts, but the flowers in the plant at its different phases of life are useful in many ways. It's funny, the Good Tarot guidebook says a gardener, a confident gardener, an experienced gardener, which I find very interesting. I think it would be cool to read these decks together. But anyway, these both still made sense. I don't think that helped me. You'd be following the cycles of life, basically, if you do this, you know. That feels a little clunky, but then so did this, and I still don't know that air. Oh my god, you guys, the sudden death, and I still don't know what's up. Oh, what to do. They are an oracle and a tarot deck, so I can't like pick from that. I'm trying to think of what else I can do to compare, because I've reached an impasse and I can't, like, one has to win. Y'all, this has come down to any, mini, miny, mo, catch a tiger by his tail. If he hollers, let him go. Any, mini, miny, mo. Okay, the Illustrated Herbiary has won. Because I am tired. My phone is at 5% for filming. So I just can't do it anymore. For those who voted for the Good Tarot, I'm sorry. I truly am. I didn't know what else to do. Maybe, no, not maybe. This is not that serious, y'all. But yeah. Like this video if you liked it. Subscribe if you are new. Hit the notification bell so you know when the next video is coming. I will be doing the Elite 8 now that we have our Elite 8 rounds. Probably live streaming them, so look out for those. But now that this is up, I can start putting out new polls for those matches. So be sure to look out for the posts on my community page, community post or post tab on YouTube, whatever they're calling it now, on my YouTube page, so you can vote if you would like to. But yeah, links in the description to everything I've mentioned, to my Etsy shop, to my Patreon. There's a free tier, and I do blog about tarot and oracle stuff there. There's, on the paid stuff, there's exclusive videos, so you can check those out. But that is it for me today, guys. Thank you so much, so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.